Welcome back and good evening. Hope all you doing well. We'll discuss, talk briefly about gold and silver. This is 1 hour time frame for gold. As told you in the previous videos, I have shown you a triangle formation. Actually, it is a continuation triangle to the downside. So the 5 legs of the triangle has been completed. This is A, B, C. We name it A. This is A, B, C, B. This is A, B, C. We have C. This is A, B, C. We have D. And we have very short wave E, and that is usual and accepted for wave E to be short like this, and it could be less than 61.8 of wave from D to C leg. As we see, the price started and cleared the triangle from the lower border and started to move aggressively and impulsively to the downside. And I advised you in the last video to take your short positions before the breakout, and some conservative traders will wait for the clearance and the breaching of the lower border of the triangle and waiting for the first correction to happen and join the trend. We expect the gold to move to the downside with the strength of the dollar. This movement would be accelerated this and next week. Our targets is still viable at 1,130 to 1,000. Our initial targets 1,020, because I have told you before we might see the breakdown of the historic bottom of the gold chart, because we have a alternative count telling us that gold is moving in A, B, and wave B has finished. Then we'll move to the C. So I'm talking about this bottom. If we go to 1 hour daily or weekly time frame, you will know what I am talking about. This might drag the price to 800 to 900 dollar per ounce, and even lower than this reading. Let me talk about briefly about silver. Silver is moving. This is the daily time frame, and as we see, we have a big continuation triangle for the downside, and we have broken this trend line at this area. So silver is moving very fast to the downside. The question is, could we break this bottom? Could we break this bottom for silver? I mean this one. The answer is yes, and most probably we might see a break of this level for silver, which was around 13.70, around 13.70, and we are getting closer day by day to this solid bottom, and the price could go as we see from this continuation triangle, I will show you the price of the target of this triangle on weekly chart. The price we based on Fibonacci ratio, this should be exited from this area to this area. So silver might go to around 7.2, and that is possible. And if you know the gold to silver ratio has just in the last week broke the level of 84 in the first time in 20 years. So silver prices are vulnerable to more and more bearish and moving low. It might move up to $5 to $7 from this reading 40. This is the chart what is telling us. This is just charts what are telling us, and I don't think everyone will accept what I am saying, but that is the truth for the charts we are looking at this moment. Thank you. Take care and hope you a profitable week.